Okay, we're now joined in the infield media center by Sunday's Samsung Mobile 500 Coors Light Pole setter, driver number 14, Office Depot, Old Spice Chevrolet, Tony Stewart. This is Tony's first pole in 155 races since dating back to October of 2005 in Martinsville. So Tony starts his 400 Sprint Cup race from the pole. Congratulations. Tell us about the lap.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was, you always worry about conditions here. It seems like the track cools down a lot during the session, and everybody worries about, where you draw for your run. So, we picked up time from practice, which was good, obviously, but it didn't seem like the conditions changed a lot today, which was unusual. So that definitely worked in our favor, but just surprised. I mean, I'm not really much of a qualifier, but it shows what Darian Grubb and all the guys at Stewart Haas, how hard a work they've been doing, and today's a result of that.
We'll jump right into questions. We'll start with Jeff.
Jeff Hood of RacingToday.com. Tony, your first pole in 4.5 years means you get pit box number one. How excited are you about that, since that's typically a pretty good advantage?
I'll probably miss it because I don't normally remember where pit box one normally is. We got it last year because we got some rainouts a couple times, and I got the first box. But no, it's no different this week than it is every week. I mean, you always want to be that guy that gets that first pit box. You don't have to go very far to get to where the timing line is as far as the order that you come out of the pits. So that's always a little bit of an advantage to be that guy that gets that first box.
Kenny Bruce, SceneDaily.com. That's sort of what I was going to ask you about, was the pit selection. But who makes that? Does Darian say, this is the one and this is why we want it? Do you have any input into it?
Nah, he picks it off of where he wants to sit to watch the race. So he'd pick on the backstretch if he could at a lot of places. But normally I don't really give him much of a choice by the time he normally gets to pick pits. 2/3 of them are normally picked, so he has to pick what's left. But Darian always makes that decision. Darian's got a lot of savvy. I mean, he knows where to pick and why to pick there, and there's a lot of thought that goes into where you're at and who you're around.
We'll go. Further questions for Tony? Go to Jim.
Jim Ottershaw, Observer. Tony, from your practice session, are you just as excited about how the car feels for the race as it performed in qualifying?
We fought a little bit too tight balance-wise in practice. Didn't quite get it all out before we had to switch over to qualifying trim, but I think we learned a lot today in the little bit of time that we got to run before we had to do that switch over, and I'm confident that it seems like if you can get it figured out for qualifying, there's something we can take out of this today that'll help us toward tomorrow. So even if the weather gets bad, I feel like that we can do some things to get it where we need it to be.
Anything further for Tony? Tony, congratulations.
Thanks.
Good luck Sunday.